welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna be doing this little pink soft glam 5-minute eyeshadow look, as well as my normal foundation routine for like when I'm going out, or you know, when I just want to feel pretty. Like, this is my soft glam slash full coverage routine. Even though I really don't do full coverage makeup, I do like to, you know, show my dark marks and things like that. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, just keep watching, and I'm gonna show you what products I used and how I achieved it. So first I'm gonna go on with my Laneige, I don't know what it's called really, honestly. Makeup serum. This has my skin always feeling smooth and glowy before my makeup application. And then next, I like to do my eyebrows. I keep my eyebrows pretty simple for the most part. I just use this NYX brow glue to brush my eyebrows up. I don't really like doing too much on my eyebrows because they already thick, and sometimes when I use a pencil to fill them in, they look even bigger. And then next, I'm gonna go in with my Gucci foundation. This is my favorite mattifying foundation. It leaves my skin looking good and feeling good. I know it look a little crazy right now, y'all, but it's gonna come together in the end. It's gonna come together in the end. But yeah, this is my favorite foundation. I have been using it for almost a year now. It's pretty on the expensive side, so I try to use only 2.5 pumps on just the parts where you see I'm putting foundation. I don't put it all over my face. Next, I'm gonna go into my Hourglass concealer. I like this concealer because it's a lot closer. When I blend it out, it's a lot closer to my foundation shade. So it doesn't have me looking all crazy or too bright. It keeps like my skin tone down to where it's not like too bright of a concealer. So I use it on my eyes, in the middle of my forehead, on my nose. I use it underneath my eyebrows, and then I use it on top of my brows. So this is the makeup look that I normally do when I'm going out, or I know I'm going to be somewhere for a very long time, like a graduation or a birthday party or something like that. So I do tend to be a lot heavier with my makeup application, and that's why you see me putting on more makeup in this video than you do in my previous video. So after I finish applying my concealer, I go ahead and start blending everything out, making sure I get that seamless blend. I like to use, with this concealer, I like to use a brush to blend out my forehead, but I don't use a brush to blend out everything else, just this area. I use my sponge to blend out under my eyes. I use my sponge to blend out everything on my nose as well. Sometimes with this concealer, when I use a sponge to blend out my forehead looks very dry, and I just don't like the way that look or feel. So after that, I use my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer to highlight. This doesn't go that bright either. It just gives me something to look awake, basically. And then I'm gonna go in with this thread contour stick from Target. I love this shade. It has the perfect neutral undertone, but it also has like that brown bronze feeling. Yeah. So I blend it out with the same brush that I use for my concealer on my forehead, just to make sure that it doesn't look too dark, because like I told you all, I don't like it when my nose contour is too dark. So I just blend out that concealer that I put under my eyes before I go in and start blending out my contour, to make sure that everything gives me that seamless and flawless finish. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm tripping over my words. To make sure I get that seamless and flawless finish. And then I just go ahead and take my sponge that I use to blend out my concealer, and I blend everything, all the harsh lines, and make sure it looks good. And then I take my foundation brush to tone down my contour, make sure it's not too dark, and make sure it just gives me that seamless and that flawless look. And then next, I use my Chanel powder. Y'all, I really don't like trying new things or doing new things, so in most of my videos, you will see me using some of the same products. In some videos, you won't see me using the same products. But for the most part, I love the Chanel powder. Only because it doesn't give me a mattifying look. It gives me just like a soft like look put together. So next I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer. I go between this bronzer and then my MAC Baked bronzer, and as well as my Juvia's Place. I don't really stray away from those three, but my Fenty Beauty bronzer is normally my go-to to set my contour cream, my cream contour, and I do it on my cheek, forehead, and my nose, and then I go in with my Morphe spray, set my face, and to make sure everything gives me that seamless blend. And then after that, I go in with my Beauty Bakery blush. I love orange blush. I do not like pink blush. You 9 times out of 10 won't see me wearing pink blush. I don't like the way it looks on my skin. And then I take my sponge and I just blend it all in, make sure it's not too harsh. And then next I go in with my Rare Beauty highlighter. Last time y'all didn't see it good in the video, but this time you can see it good. So it's not gonna stay like that. I'm gonna take my sponge and blend it all in together. I don't need to be looking all harsh and crazy. And next we're gonna do eyeshadow, y'all. This is the Milani eyeshadow palette. Now this is the same like little pinkish little nude eye look that I like to do. I'm just trying it with a different palette. I normally don't use this palette, but the palette that I was looking for, I couldn't find it, so I had to be stuck with this one. So I'm just showing y'all the shades that I use. This eyeshadow look takes me about 6-7 minutes. It looks really, really dusty because it's not supposed to be neat. It's supposed to just give me like a pretty pink blown out effect. So I normally don't sit and like dwell on too much about how it looks. As long as it's fully blended out, I'm fine with that. Next, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic. When I'm wearing eyelashes, I only go in with one layer of mascara, and normally it's my L'Oreal. So next, I'm going to go in with my MAC lip liner and cork, and I'm going to place my Juvia's Place lip gloss on top of that, and I think it's in like Dulce something. I really can't pronounce the name. But after that, I go in with my Fenty Beauty lip gloss, not for like sheen or anything like that. I just like it because it keeps my lips moisturized and it makes my lips feel good. So I love going in with this one. I will never stop wearing her lip glosses. They feel good on the lips. So that is it. That's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you watched it from the beginning. I'm gonna try to keep my makeup tutorial short. Hopefully one day I can do like a long one and sit down and actually like teach y'all how to do makeup. But for now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all hoochies in the next video. Bye.